చెప్పండి మేడం. కళ్యాణి మేడం హ్యాండ్ రైజ్ చేశారు. Good evening, Dr. Kulandevel sir. The participants are joining. We'll start in 1 more minute.
So, good evening, sir. JK.
Good evening, sir. I welcome Kulandevel sir. Yes, sir. I welcome Kulaindavel, sir.
The
For
audio
today's
less.
webinar. Yes, sir.
Little.
I welcome Kulaindavel, sir.
Yes, sir.
Dr. Kulaindavel, sir, professor at NITTR.
Can you hear my voice? Is it
Yes,
okay?
sir. Yes, sir. Your voice is very clear.
Because I don't know, I'm getting very less.
Your voice
Okay.
is very clear, sir.
Can any other person just give a hello say? I want to check whether your mic or other mics.
Yes, sir. We are able to listen your voice, sir.
Okay, anyway, I couldn't hear much. Okay, you are not able to hear yours.
Sir, your voice is very clear. Your voice is very crisp. We're able to see you. Your voice is very clear.
I don't know.
Your
I
voice
think
is
this
very
mic.
clear.
One second, 1 minute, sir, please.
Okay.
Can you hear now, sir? Is it okay?
Yes, sir. Your voice is very clear. We're able to see you.
My point is, I don't know.
Your
Okay,
voice
sir.
is very clear, sir. We are able to hear your
Okay,
voice.
sir. Okay, sir. Please. Okay, sir. Please. I'm ready.
Good evening, everyone. It's 7 o'clock. We are late by 5 minutes. There is no problem for doing anything good. Every time is a good time. Every day is a good day. So I would like to briefly introduce you about the today's program. So today is International Literacy Day by UNESCO. So the message from UNESCO Director General Audrey Oslo is, at the time when we need to reinvent a world of hope, literacy is more important than ever. On this International Day, I thus invite all those involved in education to redouble their investment and mobilize all their resources to unleash the potential of each individual in the service of a shared world. So now everybody is in trouble. So what UNESCO is asking us is, we have to redouble. That means if you are spending 1 hour for preparing for your lectures, we have to prepare for 2 hours. If we are able to group up or gather 1 or 2 lectures, now we have to double it to 2 lectures. So now we have to redouble the investment and mobilize all other resources, whether it is internet or mobile phone, whatever it is, we have to redouble. So that is the main call given by the Director General of UNESCO. Now let's briefly go through today's speaker, go through the today's speaker's biodata. Most of you, maybe you're familiar with Kulandevel sir, but it is my duty and responsibility to introduce you about Dr. Kulandevel sir. He is professor in Electronics Communication Department at National Institute of Technical Teacher Training and Research. It is a wing of Ministry of Human Resource Development, Government of India, and he is working for Chennai division. So Kulandevel sir got PhD degree in Information and Communication Engineering from Anna University. He completed master's degree in Microwave and Optics Engineering from Madurai Kamraj University. He got his bachelor's degree in Electronics Communication Engineering from University of Madras. Kulandevel sir is having 27 years of experience, and out of which he has 23 years in training technical teachers who teach for diploma and engineering students. Sir worked for 4 years at Colombo Plant Staff College, Manila, Philippines. It's a part of Government of India commitment. And sir also he's an accreditor for Asia Pacific Accreditation and Certificate Commission, APACC. Sir's area of interest include ICT applications in education and training, curriculum design, instructional design, and delivery systems. Anyway, sir is also basically electronics communication engineering. In engineering domain, his interests are virtual instrumentation, biomedical engineering, computer networks, telemedicine, Internet of Things in healthcare, technical and vocational education training, TVET. Sir has published many papers in national and international journal conferences. He visited around 20 countries and conducted different QIP programs on TVET. So, sir is having membership in renowned IEEE, IVETA. He is a fellow of IETE, so fellow of Institution of Engineers. So he has many laurels to his name. We are very happy to have such an eminent personality for today's program. Now I hand over the session to uh, Professor G. Kolandevel sir. Before going into that presentation, I request Kolandevel sir to interact with the participants if they have any doubts at the end of the session, because it's already 10 minutes past 7. So now I request Kolandevel sir to take over. We request all participants to mute your mics and stop your audio so that you can have a better reception. Thank you very much, sir. Thanks for accepting our invitation and uh, attending, came here to give a webinar. Thank you very much, sir. I request you to take over.
Okay, so you are able to hear. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So I'll present. I'll share my screen. I want to share my whole screen. Okay. Okay. So good evening to all.
Good evening, sir.
First of all, I wish to thank Vice Principal sir for inviting me to this International Literacy Day webinar. And I wish to thank all the management officials, principal and HODs, all of the faculty members, staff members of this institute, and all other friends who are attending this webinar. So today is International Literature Day, and as per that they are given, which focuses on literacy teaching and learning in the COVID-19 crisis and beyond, especially the role of educators and changing pedagogies. So when they told this is the topic like International Literacy Day, you can observe even the picture. So all are like, nowadays, most of people started using ICT technology. Now, with the short notice, I am able to be joining in front of you because of this technology. Because before March 2019, many people didn't use all this technology. For information, from 1995, when BSNL, those days, Videsh Sanchar Nigam Limited introduced the concept of internet to the subscribers. So we subscribed those days, and from those days, I just still remember, we just showed some of the participants about how the 56 kbps connectivity is working. So we find very difficult to download even a small movie trailer. But now the technology speed is very high. All are having in the area of like MBPS, megabits per second. And now it is called gigabits per second, especially like all the IITs, all our NIEEEs, Government of India has given through National Knowledge Network 1 gigabits per second. So they want all the people should start using the technology and they have to process this. Especially they want this type of video conference should be there. So I'm happy most of the institutions are having nowadays this technology. So now we'll see, as per the UNESCO's this International Literacy Day, the topic on teaching and learning in the COVID-19, because I don't know how long it will continue. Anyway, most of the training program we are already doing. Even this week, I am doing one training program on ATAL program on Internet of Things, where more than 160 participants are there. Just to 5 o'clock I completed and I have joined now. So in this crisis we are using. Similarly, we are going to use after this also, because we should not live with this. Okay. So the teaching, learning in the COVID-19 crisis and beyond, especially we want to see the role of educators and the changing pedagogy. And as you know, this NIEEE, or National Institute of Technical Teachers Training and Research, was established in 1964, mainly to teach the technical teachers, engineering college teachers or polytechnic teachers. Actually, we used to go to many institutions and conduct training program also nowadays. Okay, for the past 10 years, I remember. More than that, we go to because it's very difficult for the teachers to come to our institute. So that is why, like, if 40 teachers can be accommodated with a nominal fee, we are conducting a lot of program on instructional design and delivery systems, where we concentrate more on pedagogy. Okay, so now the pedagogy concept, what we were doing olden days, is changing. Pedagogy simply it is like the way of teaching. Okay, don't worry about that. So I'm sure all of us are using all these days, using like a blackboard. Just we go to the class and write on the whiteboard, or those days, olden days, blackboard. But now we have to change, because if you see here, now we are using, all of us are using like Zoom or Google Meet, Microsoft Teams, Cisco WebEx, GoToWebinar. So people started using different type of softwares. Okay, so I'll quickly show you how the changes have done. What are the advantages, or I can say like advanced instructional methods we can use so that our classes will be more effective, because everybody is good. I'm sure most of us are master's degree in our subjects. Many are doctorate in your subject. But unfortunately, what is happening, government or like you take any arts and science colleges, they are doing B.Ed degree. Like schools, they are doing something called diploma in teaching. Unfortunately, we engineers, BE or ME or doctorate engineers, we are not having training in the area of pedagogy. That is why Government of India has introduced National Initiative of Technical Teachers Training, NITTT. Okay, NITTT, where NITTT at Chennai, Director Professor Dr. Sudhindranath Panda is the overall coordinator, and other 3 NITTT are like Bhopal for West, Kolkata for East, Chandigarh for North. All the 4 NITTTs are developing a lot of courses, but already 8 modules have been developed. Here I wish to say to the young teachers who are less than 5 years, you have to compulsorily complete 8 modules of NITTT. This is the AST mandate now. So what I suggest, if you are less than 2 years, especially for the government engineering colleges, if they are having less than 2 years, your probation will not be cleared. Up to, in case you completed 2 years, so up to 5 years, you are having a like a assistant professor now. Okay, olden days we had lecturer. Now assistant professor, olden days scale is 6,000. You are getting 6,000 to 7,000 when you want to move basic pay. Though I am telling AGP, academic grade pay, you have to compulsorily complete this 5 course, this 8 modules. This is the new rule. Similarly, government is developing for this above 5 years up to associate professor, then associate professors, then professor. Different modules are in the process. I think that may take some time, but especially those teachers having less than 5 years, you have to do the pedagogy concept. Okay. Yes. Any questions? Okay, I'll proceed. So now, most of us are not aware because today's UNESCO is saying like Literature Day, International Literature Day, but all of us should know what is this UN Millennium Development, because we don't know. I'm telling you. Actually, all the citizens in the world, and especially in India, we should know what is happening in our country. So UN Millennium Development Goals, they had 189 countries. From 2002 to 2015, they followed 8 Millennium Development Goals. Because of time, I will not concentrate much there. Now, 193 countries of UN General Assembly adopted the 2030 Development Agenda titled Transforming Our World with 17 goals. Okay, we call SDGs, Sustainable Development Goals, where we had 17 goals. Everybody should know because all the government all over the world, they are insisting this. Here only we are having something called quality education goal number 4, because other you can go through that, where the quality education says ensure inclusive and equitable quality education and promote lifelong learning opportunities for all. It has 10 targets. So that is why all the institutions are asked to go for NBA now. If you want to get some projects or if you want to get new courses, you have to have NBA. So like this, all the countries are having some accreditation. Internationally, you have to do ABET. That is what you are doing. NBA is program level accreditation. And NAC, what we are doing in India is institution level accreditation. That is where the concept of outcome-based education has come. I'm sure olden days we used to tell we have to have instructional objectives, where we say the objective like just remember, understand, learn. All these verbs have been replaced with outcome now. So the outcome means that on completion of the session or the class, the student should be able to solve a particular equation. The student should be able to derive equation or able to draw a figure. So people, some output should be there. This is what is happening here. So in the outcome-based education, especially for NBA, they more concentrate on program educational objectives, program outcomes, course outcomes, where you have to do mapping. So there they will be seeing whether you are able to achieve. Olden days, these things were not at all there. Whatever we are showing the documents related to our classrooms or infrastructures or generally faculty, it was done. Now each faculty has to show what they are taking, what is the learning outcome, how they are mapping the courses. Everything they have to show. To show, that is, we have like program specific objectives are there. There you have to use these instructional methods. Whatever advanced instructional methods you are going to use. It may be use of learning management system, or you are going to use something like Google Classroom, or different modules you are using, anything where you may be using lot of assessment technique. You may be using through Google Forms, or you may do through Mentimeter, or you may do through Kahoot. So you should not leave the class as a general thing. You have to start making your class very active. That is, by using different instructional strategies or instructional methods, you can do that. So this is the procedure to improve your pedagogy concept. So regularly the classes are like this. Okay, most of the places when we see the classrooms are like this, because many students, they don't like. If you are going to the class, just take whatever is there. They don't like this. They want some active participation. You have to make them group discussion, or you have to make them some brainstorming. Okay, you have to make them, or try to show some simulation. I'm sure you are using LabVIEW software, like simulation. People are using LabVIEW or MATLAB Simulink. Many software come, simulations are there, using AR, VR, augmented reality, virtual reality. You make your students to do some simulations or show some animated videos or simulated videos. So the students will be active. They will be thinking, oh, I want to learn something. So you have to make the students to be very active. Because as we know, the teacher job is not very easy. Okay, we have to have X-ray vision. We have to see when we are taking class 360 degrees. And I am sure all of us are having solid foundation of knowledge. Okay, you have to have different works you have to do. So anyway, as an individual, I am telling, I am also a teacher. We are doing curriculum designing. We have to do the instruction planning, where I have to do instruction methods, instruction medias. I have to prepare instructional materials. So all the things we are doing. So we are not at all only instructor. We are manager, we are facilitator, we are lab in charge, we are doing project guidance, we are taking care of examiners, we are counselors, we are record keepers. Okay, all the work we are doing. So I'm very happy that all of us are doing our work. But our aim, how to make it still effective. That is what always we say. We are all good teachers. How we have to become good to great teacher. This is the concept. Okay. So this is what is happening when this is the block diagram for general instruction system, where we have something like instruction objectives, or nowadays we may have learning outcomes. Before starting the class, we should know the student input, or what is the entry behavior. Then what we do take the classes in the instructional process. And we have student output, that is called terminal behavior. And by doing some evaluation, we know how your students are. So based on the feedback, we try to develop and we improve, and we are doing this. This is what the concept called the new teaching and learning environment. So with the general thing, we are focusing to a new learning environment. So from the olden days, we were only passive, chalk and talk, active before. Now it is personal computers. Now all those things are with PC, with network. So I cannot say, sir, I don't know computers, I don't know internet, how to use it, I don't know how to do the simulation. See, simulation we are not asking you to do, but whatever is available, you should be able to use it and show to your students. So that is why the changes in teacher role is like this. Olden days, I remember, I think 1987 to 91, I was doing my BE. So those days, whatever my teacher taught, I was noting down. Even my master's degree, I think 93, 92, 93, I was doing. So very less books, no teacher, we have to manage ourselves. But now we have to be like a guide and facilitator of knowledge. Olden days, teachers were controlling. Now we are like creator of learning environment. Olden days, always we thought we are expert, but not like this. Every day, lot of changes are there. Our youngsters are very good nowadays. So we have to be collaborator and co-learner. And those days, we were like learning to use ICT. Now we have to use of ICT to enhance learning. Because I'm telling not only for teaching, I'm sure everybody is using Swim, okay, or NPTEL courses. We have to learn, or Coursera, Udemy. I should start using the technology, learn myself and do that. So whatever I am teaching, I'm sure that I didn't study anything 87 to 91. But now, every day we have to change. Those days I told you only PSC in technology. Now Wi-Fi technology or LTE is coming, 4G, 5G. One by one we have to learn. There was no simulator like LabVIEW was not there, MATLAB was not there, ThinkCAD was not there, Arduino programming was not there. I'm telling because I'm basically from electronics communication. Or Raspberry Pi was not there, Internet of Things was not there, biomedical engineering, like all these telemedicine was not there. So we have to develop. That is why I'm telling you, we have to be a collaborator, co-learner, use ICT, enhanced learning, and finally we should be interactive, experiential, and exploratory. So learner, as a student also they have to change. Or as a teacher, as an individual, I'm telling, I should be learner. I should be active learner. I have to learn and something like permanent change in behavior. Learning means it's called permanent change in behavior. So olden days just they recall. I'm telling students, mug up and do. But now they have to produce the knowledge. And they're all like autonomous learner, collaborative learner, learner to learn, think, create, and communicate. So it is not like single learning. All are like collaborative. This is what always we show, like teaching and learning process. It is telling, as a teacher we are using telling, lecturing method we are doing. It is called cognitive aspect. And when I want to show something, animations, videos, pictures, I'm going to show, which is called affective concept. So it's called observing. When I'm going to do something, some practical things, it is we call as psychomotor aspect. It is performing. So listening by lecturing, by doing some of the instructional methods, media, showing all those things, observing, and doing something is called performing, you are going to learn. So generally teaching and learning means teaching learning process is like this. Not only lecturing method. That is why we can do even like simulation technique and do that. Okay. And I am sure all of you are aware of Bloom's taxonomy. Even 1956 was like this. Now they changed. It is noun to verb form. The student should be able to remember, understand, apply, analyze, evaluate, create. So the students should evaluate. They should be able to analyze. They should be able to create. That is why this outcome-based education, they started asking all these things. All our students should be in the higher level. So we should be ready for that. So these are the different instructional methods available. Maybe lecture method or improved lecture method, demonstration. So where these are all called like information provided. And in the case of tutorial, bus session, seminar, brainstorming, game, panel discussion, case study, role play, group discussion. As a teacher, we are going to be like a facilitator and students are going to interact. We have to have more here. And other one is assignment, laboratory workshop, field work, simulation, project method, industry field visit. We should be like a guide. Our students should be like a, they have to do some action. Like I'll ask them to do something like a LabVIEW experiment. So they have to do the simulation. Okay, when they are going to do like amplitude modulation is there, I'll ask them to student to increase the amplitude. I'll ask them to change the frequency and see the waveform in graph. That is CRO. I am not going to give a real hardware. So LabVIEW they have, National Instrument, NI they are having this. Just they will be changing their mouse, drag the mouse, and they can see the real. Is the day. Okay? So, and sometimes self-directed learning, ICT based learning, we should be like a mentor and we have to do like reflection because the technology is changing now, the information and communication technology. Wherever you are seeing now is ICT, 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 ICT. Not only in education, everywhere like e-governance. So now every day we are able to get the COVID, how much data, what is happening in all parts of the world. Olden days, it was very difficult. Now, by sitting from my computer, in front of the computer, in front of the television, we are able to see everything. So now the students are like this. They said no phone inside the school or colleges. Today's school or colleges is inside the phone. This is the day. And everything is changing now. Slowly the industry 4.0 we are there, where cyber physical systems. In future, we are going to have 5th generation, that is industry 5.0. Now they started calling us society 5.0, where mass customization and cyber physical system, physical cognitive systems are coming. So we should be ready for that with this industry 4.0, all these areas. That is why Atal has given a lot of courses. Okay, we should be ready for that, all this technology. I always like this, even though just 2 minutes, just observe.
Push, push.
So this is the day. Okay, future we are going to have this type of kids. Even now, my son or daughter are better than us. Okay, your son or daughter or your friend's son daughter, because they are given the laptop or mobile or PC, so they started using. But olden days, especially for the seniors, I am telling, we really suffered because they will not give anything, even remote or the olden days TV. We found it very difficult because if I lose the remote, we were not able to get those days. Now our kids break phone, break remote, so it is available easily for them. We can replace. So even while doing the mobile, so they install some games or some other software, some app. They learn YouTube. They see the YouTube and learn a lot of things. So our students are already very good. They know a lot of latest technology. They are also able to get NPTEL material, or they are able to get SWAYAM material, Coursera, everything is there. So what I am telling is, as a teacher, to take 1 hour class, we do this much work. But unfortunately, we are going to do only 50 minutes or 55 minutes or 1 hour lecture only. For 55 minutes, I have to work minimum 4-5 hours. Okay, that people may not know. Oh, what this person is coming and telling only for half an hour, 1 hour he is going to take. So there only you have to take care of the instructional planning, where you should be very careful with the all these things, like how to do that. So you should be able to access all those things very nicely, like instructional planning, how to use instruction methods, what are the instructional medias, you have to know that. Okay. So now you have to have different words. Because ICT, everybody knows. Olden days we are using only curriculum development, we are doing just with the available books. Now we started using international websites, international university. We are referring and we are taking the curriculum or revision, everything we are doing. So e-learning, e-coaching, e-education, online learning, virtual learning, web-based teaching learning system, virtual learning system, university. So all these concepts have come, but I'm sure now, as I started, before March 2019, many were not using. I told you, like 1995 I started, but recently I was telling ICT applications in teaching learning. I was taking many sessions to many teachers, but everything just like a theoretical. but I am happy that everybody is using this. So this is called e-learning. Either the idea is that learning is like a utility, like water or electricity, because water is flowing everywhere. So we open the tap and we are using. So electricity is everywhere. So wherever we want, we connect the switch. Similarly, this Wi-Fi is everywhere. The data is available. We have to take that and use it in our internet. Go to your browser, necessary site you give, or search in the Google and use it. I am requesting all the teachers start using Google search, or like if you go to Google Scholar, lot of things are there, or go to YouTube, collect the material. I'm sure most of the youngsters are doing. I want still you find out the latest sites like simulation related, start using this. Okay. So I already discussed the changing pedagogy. Okay. Compared to olden days, everything is changing. Teaching is changing to learning. All are interrelated. Teachers and facilitators, all those fixed is any. Because olden days it was only in the class. Now I am in Chennai, you are at different places. So you are able to see anywhere, anytime, any place. And material, synchronous, asynchronous. Whatever we are doing is called synchronous. When you are going to see through YouTube or LMS, these are all called asynchronous. As I mentioned, passive, now it is changing to active. All the linear concept is changing to non-linear concepts. So olden days all scheduled, only that time. Now on demand. Now the students are asking and we have to give that. And all the analog concept has been changed to digital now. And all the routine, olden days, whatever was there, I was teaching the same subject, repeating again and again every year. But now every semester when I am going to take the paper, I have to be updated. Okay, those days we might have done only 2G. Now 3G has come, 4G, now 5G is coming. So I have to update, like Wi-Fi also, everywhere, every technology we have to develop this. Okay, so all the classrooms should be like smart classrooms. Anyway, now most of us are using this. Okay, all the most of classrooms, I want this like it should be like this. But at least as on date, many institutions are providing projectors. So I'm happy that we are using this. And all are using this cloud platforms, cloud-based tools, applications. So now what we are doing is also like this. We are using a lot of Google platforms, okay? Google Drives or Google Doc, Google Document Forms. So we are using cloud-based tools, start using this. Okay, I'll skip some of things. So for example, now like a company is there where they started like by laptop company, they started introducing a lot of animation technologies. Okay, everybody started using this. Okay. Similarly, I'm sure most of you are aware of spoken tutorial. Please note down only the topics because of time I have to skip. Because where different types of screencasted video is available here. You can go there. Okay. And people started using Microsoft Whiteboard, where I can use a lot. Similarly, Atami, people are using like active presenters, people are using for recording the videos. It's not like olden days. I can make use of this presenter and I can record. And like Filmora, some of the best video editor tools are there. So you can download because many are there. Just I'm giving some idea. So everybody is using Move. Okay, nowadays wherever you are saying massive open online course where people are using this different websites and we are developing. Even I suggest people should start using Wikipedia where it is available in different languages. And Wiki University is also there. Try to utilize this. And where I'm sure all of us are using starting from like our even SWAYAM is also there here. SWAYAM, we have Coursera, edX, Udacity, many of you are using, please try to use it. So whichever learning medium system you want, you can use. Moodle or Canvas, whichever you like, you can go for that. Start developing. I'm sure many engineering colleges are having nowadays. LMS they have started using and people can use. Okay, like NIMI, they're related to skill, they are having this. And this is in Philippines, they are having eTESDA is there. So different countries they are using. Okay, this is in Bangladesh, October. So each country, like our SWAYAM, people are using this. This is in Malaysia, they are using this, openlearning.com. So Univoc, because we are under UNESCO now, UNESCO is also doing a lot. They have a lot of materials. This I'm sure most of you are aware of that. Open courseware of Massachusetts Institute of Technology. Olden days, we are not at all knowing what is happening. Now by a click of a mouse, it is possible to do that. I can see what is happening, what are the materials available there, it is possible to do. I'm sure YouTube, most of you are using. Go to NPTEL also, you can find all the courses in YouTube now. You can go and do. SWIM, I'm sure most of you are using. And I'm happy to say that, especially for the teachers, now NIEEE Chennai is also one of the coordinator. Go to SWIM, you can find out lot of courses like teaching learning process, instructional objectives, instruction planning and delivery, assessments. Olden days, it was not there. Past 2 years, Government of India made us as a coordinator NIT Chennai. All 4 NIEEEs are developing this one. Okay. So there is a Swayam Prabha, there is a channel where we have different channel for each sessions. Maybe I suggest principal, vice principal, we'll have one more day where I can try to explain or show different demonstrations also. And a lot of open source software tools are there. Okay, free open source softwares are there. Okay, you can go and use this. Even like R programming, if you want Scilab, instead of MATLAB, if you want to use Scilab, it is possible. Just try all these things. I'm suggesting maybe different teachers may be there. So especially I want to concentrate a little bit on simulation, because it's the one of the effective learning is by providing real thing or real experience. So this is called direct purposeful experience, which may not always be possible. Because as I told you, all these days we are not able to go and use the real hardware. Whether it's Arduino programming, that's what I told you, use ThinkPad, like use LabVIEW. You can do any communication or any experiments you can do. Amplitude modulation, if I want to do, it's possible. Or if I want to do related to electrical, there's a transformer is there. So if I want to do, I can do. I think I have the picture, I'll show you. So all these simulations, the teachers must find out ways by which we can provide near to real experience to our students. So the best is simulation. The simulation can be defined as any operating representation of real system or process or its part. The teaching method allows the closest possible approach to reality, as there is no danger to the individual or equipment. Why I'm saying is, for example, if you are going to do LabVIEW simulation, no need for me to do. I think I have a picture. I think I have. So this type of like multi-see, if you want to do, instead of doing this type of breadboard, connecting multimeter, taking a CRO or taking a resistor or inductor or capacitor, no need. I'm going to use something like multi-sim software of NI. I can go and connect and I can change the value. But really what is happening as on date, we are really finding it difficult. In the technician, I have to go. Instead of 2 kilo ohm, if I want to have 2 mega ohm, I have to get it like this from the technician. That is very difficult nowadays. But I can do from my lab, my PC or laptop or my any device. So I can change the value from 2 kilo ohm, I can change to 2 mega ohm. This 12 volt, just by changing 6 volt, I can reduce. The students can analyze. For example, there is a different components. I can see there. No need to get the component. Everything is available, these simulators. So like a CRO, if I want, I can bring it. It is possible to bring it. Okay. So a real CRO, it may cost in thousands, okay, or some CROs are lakhs. So I can bring a CRO freely in my mobile or in my laptop or PC. So I can do a program like this. Take the like amplitude, if I want to change, I can change. Frequency, if I want to change, I can change. Okay, but just by using this is possible. Because of time, I am not showing the demo. It is possible to do this. So this is what I was telling. It is possible for us to change. This is by Laptech company. They are doing this. So I can change the turns. I can change them and I can see the values. Physically, if I want to do, it will take long time. It will be difficult for us. That is why these type of simulations can be used. Even MATLAB Simulink, many people are using. This is what I told you. Arduino, no need of Arduino board. I can use this Tinkercad. Similarly, for IoT, people are using like the ThinkSpeak is there. This is like virtual IoT platform. So I can do. Okay, like this, people can start using this type of different simulations. I don't know how many of you have tried this. I want to show at least one. So this VLab, this is by Government of India initiative, where it is possible for me to see all the courses, whether it's electronics communication, computer science, electrical engineering, mechanical engineering, chemical engineering, biotechnology and biomedical engineering, civil engineering, physical sciences, chemical sciences. For example, I'll take one electronics communication. So they have different labs. People can go and use it, including networking, digital electronics, signals and systems. Anyway, I'll take one basic electronics lab. So where, anyway, I think some connectivity, I'll try other things. Okay, maybe some other digital electronic circuits lab. So it is possible for the individual. I think there is some problem there. I was showing many. Okay, I'll take some other things. Okay. Okay, you take this digital electronics. So go here, list objective, you can see list of experiments. So all these experiments students can do now during this COVID-19 situation, or not only now, this is available for many years. Not only now, the students can do later also. After this also they can do. All the material will be there. Here is there. Pre-test is there. You can just write and know. Then all the procedures are given. And then they are given the simulation. Whatever you want to do. Okay. And gate, or gate, not gate. For example, I want to do minimum, I'm trying, or gate. So students can try these things. They are giving the option. Okay. So or gate, just click this. Okay. So I have to connect a battery. So like this. So everything the students can do one by one and do this. Okay. Then you can see the real experiment. So like this, you can try different laboratories are there. People can try here. Okay. Okay. So virtual lab you can try. Even this website is really interesting. Just try here. I'll just show you because I think some of you may be very much interested in this. You see here this site is really nice. Just I think, okay. So what you do, you just connect this website. So especially for even for chemistry people, because always people say, sir, I am not able to do. But here the advantage is the students all can do. Physics people or chemistry people, they can try this. So it is available. It is free of cost. This is by University of Colorado. So this is a PH physics. So people can use. So you can play any topics. You browse and you can go simulation, physics, chemistry, maths, earth science, biology, any sims. I'll just take physics. Okay. So there I have shown few subjects, topics. Here go. Select any of these things: atomic, balloons, band structures, battery, blending, bending light, body. So whichever you are interested, just go here and try here. Okay. Color vision. Okay. I don't know. Just simply I'll click and I'll give idea. I think already go here. You can see here, play here. So it is everything in the learner's control, whether it's a student or I don't bother anybody. Okay, you can change the bulb color, whatever you want, you can do this. Just click it So it is possible for you change the filter color, so you can see the expressions to switch on. Okay. So the individually the students will be able to analyze. The teacher also will be able to do. Okay, just try this. So different topics are available. Just go to this site. I showed you. Try to utilize this. Okay. Just put PHET. It will come in the online. Okay. It is possible to do. Luckily, because of COVID-19, most of software they are given freely. Now the main part is people started using this augmented reality. The learners can explore the lessons and the concept that they need to review, and they can go through the AR demonstration at their own pace. There's one pace meant one speed. And now this virtual reality is also going to change tremendously the way we are teaching. Virtual reality has entered the world of education through the big door, creating new sources to teach and learn. Students absorb the information much better than if they enter a 3D environment that makes everything more fun. This virtual reality allows you to explore, travel without leaving the classroom, or you can visit what you want to learn without moving, having a greater professional orientation and much more. Especially this COVID situation is very good. Not only now, it is beyond also, it is very much useful. Students are doing a lot of virtual reality now. They can bring, okay, the parts of the body they can bring. Okay. I think I'll try one video, few minutes. So now students can really experience the like space, how it is, Chandrayaan was there.
Chandrayaan 2 is India's second lunar exploration mission. The mission is planned to use GSLV Mk3 to launch an orbiter, lander, and a rover to the orbit and the southern pole of the moon, respectively, taking a fuel-efficient path utilizing the moon's gravitational pull. So let us explore more about the journey and the objectives of Chandrayaan 2.
Like the body also, people can see like this really. Just by using a mouse. This is how it is going to change in future. We are going to change all these things. VR, video, 360 virtual reality is going to change. Okay, we call like immersive videos or spherical videos. These 360-degree videos are going to change the way we are changing, doing the teaching or learning. And many people started using all this mobile learning also. Okay, So it is going to change with all these things in the concept of flipped classroom. Because now the students are given the material in advance through LMS, all these PowerPoint or simulations, everything they do in the classroom, they are going to come and discuss only. The teacher is going to give all the materials. So the classroom, the teacher will not take one by one. They have to use different instructional strategies, instructional methods, and they have to have more interaction. This is the future. We have to have more interactive with the learning. And just 2-3 minutes, I'll tell you about how the technology, Gyan Darshan, through satellites, lot of classes are taken care by IGNOU, or that Gyan Darshan is going on. Similarly, we were doing a lot of things through video conferencing. So the video comes with different centers, people are connecting. Now it is going to be even Canvas, people can use it and they can bring. So Government of India has introduced AView concept by which people are able to do online learning. And now everybody is using this Meet, WebEx, GoToMeeting, or Microsoft Teams, or Zoom, or AirMeet. And like this also Government of India has given like to Google. And this is by Government of India. Recently they introduced Say Namaste. So whichever people like, people are using like this. Free conference hall. Many softwares are there. People can use any of the social media. Because now this WhatsApp is playing a very vital role now. So people should start using all these things. Especially for the assessment, people can start using the Kahoot, which I told you, where even Adobe Captivate is there. For e-assessment, people are using. And Flickrs.com, people are using. This assessments, this is also one of the, like for questioning, okay, assessment people are using. So many assessment tools are there. So similarly, the teachers, lot of applications are there. People can start using this. So Web2 tools have come, okay, many are there for teaching and learning purpose. We can use all these tools. Just go to Google and type Web2 tools or tools used for the classrooms. So many are available. So what I want to say is a lot of things are available. I feel by using all these things, the technology we are going to use good to great teacher. Just use good. Don't use simply like lecturing method, or don't use only blackboard or whiteboard. Use different instructional strategies, or as I told you, instructional methods and media, and we all of us will become a good to great teacher, because we are all talented. So whenever we complete the session, we'll be very helpful, happy. Okay, we should be very energetic. We should be very ambitious, cheerful, gentle, expressive, resourceful for our students, by which we can make our students as an expert. This is what I've seen through WhatsApp. Future generation students are like this. So I want all of us should be ready for this generation students. So by which we can improve the teaching learning process. Okay. So try to use, don't worry about all these things. Go to Swayam, NPTEL, attend some courses. Start using augmented reality, virtual reality, or LabVIEW software, some simulation tools, and improve the way you are teaching this. Okay, thank you all for giving us opportunity, because 1 hour already over. I know, especially because dinner time, because I prefer this time because I had Atal program. If I am in the middle, it may not be good. So this is convenient, but as per your management ask on literature, International Literature Day, I have accepted. I am really happy that today I am able to share my knowledge, because this is not in a 1 or 2 years. This is more than 20 years. Whatever I am again, I have given some idea. So maybe we'll discuss, and maybe we'll conduct one instruction design and delivery system course in Union campus, maybe after COVID, or we'll do some program online. We'll discuss in detail. So thank you a lot. Thank you for the opportunity. I will mainly thank all the participants, all your management, okay, the principal, everybody, because now the technology helped us all, okay, So it is very good opportunity for all of us to interact, because I think interaction may be very less, but all of you can contact me through WhatsApp anytime, no problem. You send me an email, or better, I feel WhatsApp, even though I am on the move, always I used to say, okay. So especially I want to thank Vice Principal Sir, Dr. Ravi Prasad, for giving me this opportunity. Thank you very much. Bye bye.
Thank you very much, sir. Your lecture was so nice. There are a couple of questions from participants who
Yes,
are
sir.
watching through live YouTube video. We have only 25 participants on this Zoom meeting,
Mhm.
because some people they don't want to use Zoom because of
Yes, yes.
the.
Actually, Government of India has banned it. Okay.
So for those people, because we have purchased around 10,000 user license for the whole Narayana group of institutions.
Oh, good.
10,000 user license in the beginning of COVID-19.
Okay, okay.
Later
We are
this,
not aware of this issue. Okay, no problem,
yes.
sir. Because
So
we have to be safe. That's all. No problem.
yes, sir. So for those patriotic people, even though Zoom belongs to US, we have shared it on YouTube Live.
Oh,
So
very
most
good.
of the participants were watching your presentation through YouTube Live.
Oh,
It's a
happy to
one-way
know.
communication. And the staff members of our college who are comfortable with Zoom, they have logged in here. So we have a couple of questions on from the participants who are watching through YouTube.
Yes, sir.
We will also share the link, uh,
Yes, sir.
recorded part of it in future also.
Thank you.
The questions are mostly related to pedagogy, and all the questions, I request all the participants, those who are also listening via YouTube, I request all the participants to understand that Kulaindavel sir clearly mentioned that if you are unable to use Google search, then in year 2020 any teacher is considered as absolute. So there is no use of such teacher. If you are if you have a doubt, you have Google Baba. You have to find and search using Google search. So I request all of you, as Kolandevel sir said, we have senior staff members, at the same time we have young generation staff members. For young generation staff members, Google is it's child's play. For senior most faculty members, Google is a very complex, because it gives a lot of search results, and you have to shortlist one such result, and then you have to extract what you want from that search results. So I request, uh, once again I would like to give reference to Kulaindavel sir's presentation. Tip of the iceberg is what we teach. The what is not visible beneath the tip of the iceberg, that is our preparation. Nothing comes for easy. We have to work hard for 4 or 5 hours in some cases. If the topic is about recent trends or advances, we definitely have to spend maybe a couple of weeks also
Yes,
in
yes,
some time, because latest topics you don't find anything on internet. If you take something like moving iron instrument or electrical measuring instruments, they are very old, you will find everything on internet. But if you come to digital instrumentation, if you see anything that is related to latest multiple instruments which are manufactured by Fluke, they manufacture a lot of instruments, latest instrument. If you come search for such instruments, ICs and other things, you will only find data sheets. You will not find even application notes for some ICs. So I request all of you to work hard for finding material. You create the material and then you share it for other staff members also through SlideShare. That becomes very easy. That's what Kulaindavel sir said, collaborative work. If you do collaborative work, we will succeed. The same course is taught in 180 colleges under JNTU Anantapur, the same syllabus. Even Anna University, there are so many affiliated colleges. If 4 or 5 faculty members collaborate together and prepare a very good PowerPoint presentation or a video demonstration using Filmora or whatever it is, you can use many platforms. Almost all platforms are free. Maybe they will take your email or phone number, that's all. So You don't need to have worry. You don't need to worry about your privacy. You can keep two mobiles, one mobile for your bank accounts and one mobile for giving it to public domain. You can keep two emails, one email for your private and official discussions, and one email meant for only for newsletters or for subscriptions. So we have always ways. We teachers, we must take new paths which were not even ventured by any other person. That is the specialty of teaching profession. It's already very late. We are unable to take your questions. As Kolandevel sir said, we are always available through WhatsApp and email. I humbly request all of you, especially YouTube people who are watching through YouTube, because there is no limitation of viewers on YouTube. But in Zoom, we have limitation. This is a 200 user ID license. So we can only accommodate 200, but unfortunately we have only 25 users on Zoom, but most of the users are on YouTube because they can control the quality of video. They can speed up or slow down, and they can go back and they can see all these things. So they don't need to miss anything. So that is the reason some people feel comfortable with YouTube. We will be very happy to answer your questions through WhatsApp or email, or even by a phone call if possible. So thank you very much. We will share feedback form, Google feedback form through chat. So we request all the participants to give your feedback so that we can also generate certificates using that information. So I request the program coordinator, Dr. P. Penchalaya, to share the link through chat. I think Penchalaya sir is having some bandwidth issues. I've already shared it through chat. I request all participants to click on the link, open the chat, click on the link, the Google form will open. So it's a very short and sweet feedback form, because in the past webinars, we had a very prolonged questionnaire, and participants just skipped that.
Oh,
And many people, they have not given feedback. So we have kept it short and sweet. We have given only 3 questions, and people who finish this feedback form will only get the certificates, participation certificates.
so is this for outside people also, or only your college?
No, sir, it is. We have shared it on various platforms through social media, through mobile platforms like WhatsApp. We have shared it through email to all the faculty groups, EEE doctorates,
very
EEE faculty. So we have so many groups under university. Also, we have some groups. We have shared it through those groups. So I thank Kolendavel sir for sparing your his valuable personal time. 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock is personal time for any staff member, but anyway, all staff members are lifetime learners. From womb to tomb, they generally call it. Womb means from birth, to tomb means from till death. We are continuous
It
learners
is
and
called now lifelong learning. You
lifelong
see,
learning. We
go and
generally,
read today, the literacy day. If you go to UNESCO website, they are given lifelong learning.
yeah, womb
That's
to
what
tomb.
olden days, no problem. Just study and get a degree. You can lifelong manage as a teacher.
Yes, sir.
Now, until I think our retirement, or until we go for this teaching, or even until death, because
Yes.
now, as a, even old people, senior citizens, they have to use all this. Booking
Yes,
the
sir.
train ticket, flight tickets, we have to use.
Yes, sir.
Lifelong learning is.
Lot of things have changed. So thank you very much, sir. Thanks for spending your valuable time. I also thank all the faculty members who helped in organizing this program. And I thank P. Penchalaya, coordinator of this program, for running the show from behind the curtain. So thank you very much, sir. I thank all the participants. For YouTube video watchers, we will post the link through comments. Please click on the link. Don't leave the video. Even though we end the session here, please don't leave the video. We will post it as a comment. Please click on the link and fill the form. Sir, I will share you Excel sheet of feedback
sir.
form, and I'll also share the questions asked by viewers so that we can
Yes.
improve ourselves,
Yes,
because
yes,
the only thing a teacher
Yes.
expects is feedback.
yes, yes,
Whether
right.
it is good or bad,
Yes,
I always believe in improving.
yes, sir.
So feedback is only way for improving. So I'll not feel ashamed if there are any shortfalls. I
Yes,
request all the participants to give.
I'm sure because this I used to take 3 hours or 6 hours.
Yes, sir.
As of 1 hour, we had to urge some issue because many people may not be able to understand also because of the fuss.
So we request you to give your honest feedback. If there are any shortfalls, we will improve. And it will also help Kulandevel sir to improve his presentation. It will also help me as a convener and Penchalaya as coordinator to organize similar programs, because whatever is the pulse of the participants, we have to go according to that. Whatever is the situation demands, we have to organize accordingly. Whatever the system, if we want to change the system, we have to change the people involved in that system. So accordingly, we have planned this program, and whatever opportunity we have to utilize that opportunity. Today is World International Literacy Day, and the theme is matching with the situation, and it's a very demanding theme. But the speaker, Dr. G. Kulandevel sir, professor of Electrical, Electronics and Communication Engineering Department of NITTR, is experienced enough to handle this in a very easy and smooth manner, because day in, day out, he teach technical teachers. So anything in hands of expert is looks beautiful. So I thank you honestly once again,
Thank
sir,
you.
for accepting our invitation.
Thank you to all, sir. Thank you.
I end the meeting. Hope Penchalaya sir is taking care of circulating the feedback form. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. We end this meeting now. Thank you very much,
Thank
sir.
you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you,